Hello and welcome to another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus, Devin's Root. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, or if you want to support them or get the most up-to-date version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon. Anyways, between last Let's Play and this Let's Play, I think they completed Lake and Devin's Day 2 route. Yay! Anyways, I entered the cafeteria around 7 o'clock. There are less students inside than I thought there would be. And there's no one from the facility yet. I'm looking around for familiar faces. I only see Rune sitting at the end of the room. Good morning, Rune. I sit down across the table from him, putting my paws on the table. Oh, Dark. Morning. He notices me with short delay, and his movements seem a bit sluggish. He's either not a morning person or had a really rough night. Like rougher than he usually does, because I know that he doesn't sleep well usually. Devin isn't with you? Yeah, he's so tired from last night. It didn't sound like that. It's not what you think. I can explain. No, he went somewhere with Professor Arnie. It sounded like something urgent. I wonder what's up. Oh yeah, I forgot what happened on the last Let's Play. So we kind of sniffed Coach's, what is it called? Wife beater is kind of the word for it. The thing he usually wears. And then hastily put it back when he heard the door open, and he kind of seemed to notice and was going to ask a question before he was interrupted. Oh. I'm afraid my worries might come true then. What do you mean? Let's wait for Devin. In any case, he should be here soon. I nod and glance at the entrance. A few more students enter the cafeteria, but there's no sign of anyone from the facility yet. By the way, Rune, how did you sleep? Not the best. I had some matcha. It should wake me up soon. Matcha? Powdered green tea. I prefer it to coffee. Gives me a similar boost, but doesn't make you jittery. I love coffee. You have to wait a while longer until it starts working, though. How about you? Could be better. Good morning, Dark. Rune? Sometimes I read that and I kind of have a hard time feeling like, how do you do that? Dark? I guess it would be like, you turn to one Dark. Rune? Kind of thing. Oh, Miko. Morning. Miko joins us, sitting down next to me. What's up? I'm waiting for Devin. He should be here with some bad news in a moment. Bad news? Miko looks at the deer, puzzled. I suspect we're stuck here. Oh. How do you know? Have you talked to him already? I've seen him going somewhere with Professor Arnie, talking about some unexpected issues. Rune gives me a weird look, but doesn't say anything. I didn't tell Miko I was staying in Devin's room yesterday, and I feel like it would be a bad idea. I'd rather not lie to him, but I'm not going to tell him unless he asks. By the way, I hope the food will be here soon. I'm starving. What do you think we'll get? Oh, I hope they serve croissants. I rarely buy them for myself, but I hunt for them every time I'm staying at a hotel. It's almost a tradition for me at this point. Pankakar again would be nice, but I doubt we'll get the same thing 2 days in a row. I really like that word pankakar. Let's see, what are we using to record? It's not, no, I don't think it's the thing. Okay, I just kind of want to see how you pronounce that, at least in, Google speak. Okay, let's define pankakar. Seriously? YouTube, why are you doing this to me? No, wait, okay. How about Translate. Okay, do it.
Pannekaker.
Pankakao?
Pancakes.
Okay, but what happened if we switch it the other way around? The pankakar's here.
Panacaker.
Pankakao. Okay, that's enough of me being silly, and let's reset my face. Bess is on breakfast cereal. My bed's on breakfast cereal. What else would the bowls be here for? Oh yeah, they also updated my most hated character's expression, so he isn't just one expression throughout the entire thing. I hate him because he ruined my kiss with Rune. Everyone seems to like talking about food. After all, that's one thing that connects us all. Needing to eat food. People from all the backgrounds, every class, every age, and every profession. Students, professors, millionaires, factory workers, unless you're like really poor. Best friends, and complete strangers. We all have to, and like to, eat. Well, not everybody likes to eat, apparently, I guess. I don't know. I'll just leave that. No more tangents, at least for at least 2 minutes. In the meantime, a few of us went for a glass of juice or coffee from the espresso machine, standing at one of the tables near the entrance. The cafeteria slowly fills with people, but even though it's already past 7 o'clock, there's still some people from our table missing. And still no sign of Devin. Morning. Jurgen walks up to the table, but after the terse greeting, I sit down next to Bjorn. He looks composed as always, and still has a cold aura. The cold aura that he has for most of yesterday. Everyone goes silent, likely wondering about the same thing. Where's Lake? Was Lake missing in one of the things? Or at least, slow to come in? Jurgen already made himself a cup of coffee at the espresso machine. Now, he takes a small sip, unaware that all our eyes are on him. Sips. What? Why are you all looking at me like that? How's the coffee? It's coffee. It's always good. If you say so. Where's Lake? Rarely do I have a bad coffee. Granted, to me coffee's coffee, but man, good coffee? Good coffee. Though I can't think of what, for me, would define good coffee, Anybody how tired I am, or remote to civilization I is? He's still in the room. Of course he overslept. I tried waking him up, but he kept mumbling, just one more minute. I read one more time, because that's where my mind is. He's taking a shower now. Should be here in a few minutes. Jurgen seems a bit more talkative than he was yesterday at least. Maybe he's warming up to us after all. At that moment, Devin walks in the cafeteria with Professor Ari. Attention everyone. Sadly, we'll have to start the day with some bad news. Due to the heavy snowfall, the bus won't be able to come for us, so we have to skip today's trip to the town. Fortunately, we won't miss all of the lectures. University is working hard right now to set everything up for online streaming. We will watch them from here, in the cafeteria. However, only the lectures in the main lecture hall will be streamed. That's all for now. Breakfast will be served in a minute. As soon as Devin finishes speaking, the hubbub of students' mixed voices fills the room. The Panther makes his way towards her table and sits down next to Rune with a sigh. Morning, Devin. Is everything okay? Yes, thank you. I caught your little friend here sniffing my shirt. Like, what would you call that? I'd hoped to have a less eventful morning, but everything's fine. So, we're stuck here in the guest house? Unfortunately. Only until the afternoon. The snowplow should get here by then. Does that mean some additional work for you? Unfortunately. Professor Arnie is working on a coordination between us and the university, but but the technical side of this is on me. I have to spend some time to set everything up after breakfast. I was afraid Devin would avoid talking to me, but he's looking straight at me when answering. Maybe I just misunderstood the situation? Morning all. Did I miss something? Morning late. Quite a lot actually. The sleepyhead is finally here. Do I need to remind you that you were late for lunch yesterday? Besides, breakfast isn't even here yet. As if on cue, the guest house staff enters with a cart with our food. And yes, they have croissant. Each table gets a basket with various kinds of bread, an assortment of jams, pastries, a pitcher of milk, and a bag of corn cereals. There's also a separate dish with sweet pastries, and one with brownoust, I guess that's the cheese, as well as regular coconut cheese, and a bowl of fruits. Looks like they don't serve fish in the guest house, thank goodness. Not that I mind, I haven't had it in a long time. I'm not a fan of very sweet breakfasts, so I skip the cereal and just make myself a few sandwiches and grab croissant. A few sandwiches? Again, are these like dainty little sandwiches? I need to get me some of those. Devin starts with a bowl of cereal, cuts a peach into small chunks, and adds them to the bowl, along with some berries. It's a nice idea. Should try some too. Almost everything is better with fruits, and these cereals aren't very sweet. I got used to much sweeter ones back in the US, so some additional sugar is nice. I have a pastry later too. These look great. Do you have them in the US too? Yeah, they're pretty much everywhere. Not as good as they are here. Ours are heavier and sweeter. Which do you like? I love cinnamon. My favorite ones are the ones that use it as the main flavor. They're great with a cup of coffee. How about you? Anything you recommend? I like the ones with poppy seeds. They have an interesting taste, and I like the texture. Jorgen, you're not eating anything? A coffee for me is enough. I'll grab an apple or two later. You're a fruit pat. Haha, 'cause we're all gay here. Or at least bi. Or pan. There's a whole lot. Hey, those, Rab, Arb, horn is really tasty. Rhabarberhorn? I'll take your word for it. I stay away from anything that has rhubarb in it. I wonder if the cereal with coffee would taste okay. You mean like coffee in the cereal? Like, what? Don't. I think he was thinking of coffee in the cereal. As I'm listening to all the conversations happening around me, a warm feeling arises in my chest. It's only been a day since we arrived, but we already looked and act like a group of friends. Even if we all study in different departments, just for the duration of the camp, we can keep together, and it makes me happy. Dark? I stop eating the rhubarberhorn mid-bite and look at Miko. Did you take any more photos yesterday? No, not really. I mostly shoot with my digital camera, but I left it in my room, and only had the instant one with me. Oh, you have an instant camera? I always wanted to have one too. They're so cool. They are, but the cost of film is killing me. Yeah, I bet. Still, I love the instant photos ever since I held one in my paw. I once got an album from my local band and the indie record labels fair. When I go back home and open my packaging, it turned out that there was an instant photo from the recording session inside. Such a nice touch. Instant photos look like small glossy paintings. or windows to an alternate realities, frozen in time. Yeah, I know what he means. Put the camera bag on the table and take the camera out, wanting to pass Bjorn. But then I notice something colorful at the bottom of the bag, so I lean in. Guys, I think I found it. Inside the bag is the key to my room. I take it out and inspect the tag, just to be sure. And surely, it's number 17 is written down on the wooden tag. Oh, that's great. Oh, you have your key? That's good. You don't have to wait until the afternoon for a spare key to arrive. Why would I put the key there, though? Must have been really out of it yesterday morning. I left Devin's jacket in his room, so I don't have to worry about that. My clothes are still there, though. I need to talk to him later about retrieving them. I'm all done with breakfast, so I grab my bag and stand up. See you at the lectures. See you. Later, Dark. Thankfully, I don't have to hurry. There's still a lot of time before the lectures that will start, but it'll be nice to finally sit down in my own room for a while. Opening the door to my room, after not being able to get there the whole day, it was really satisfying. Finally here again, back in my own room. I look around it, absorbing every small detail, from the order of the colors and the carpet to the shape of the ceiling beams and the lamps. The air here smells of wood and clean laundry. Everything is just as I left it. Most of my stuff is already unpacked, stashed away in the wardrobe and cupboards, so the room looks neat and inviting. After I put down the camera bag on the table, I walk straight out towards the bed and lay myself onto it, surrendering myself to the soft mattress's embrace. The springs creak under me in protest, like a choir of disgruntled gnomes. It feels good to be alone for a moment. And having a huge bed just for myself is pretty great too. I lay there like this for a while, enjoying the silence. In the back of my head, I'm still thinking about Devin though. Close my eyes and recall the image of him doing push-ups. Ooh woo. Then I try to picture him here, sitting in the chair, naked. There are feelings inside me that I cannot name. They aren't particularly pleasant though. When I concentrate on them, I can feel my head spinning. Maybe I should help him with the setup in the cafeteria? Yeah, I think that beats sitting here alone. I should change into fresh clothes first though. I take off my clothes and fold them, then I hop in the bathroom and generously apply deodorant to my torso and armpits. Afterwards, I take out a fresh pair of boxers and socks, both with a different pattern, just as I like them, and put them on. Oh yes, I feel much better in fresh clothes. I doubt anyone would notice, but somehow it makes a difference for me. Wearing the same t-shirt 2 days in a row feels wrong. Even if it smells fine, I'm glad tigers don't sweat much. I don't have to be too mindful of my smell, unlike animals of some other species. I have some time to kill now before the lectures. Maybe I'll just read a book. Or I could go around and take some photos, now that I have my digital camera back. But I was meant to go help Devin. But maybe he doesn't need help and only distract him? Maybe a short walk with my camera would be a better idea. Help Devin! Do you want that help? That grey muzzled D? Even though he isn't a grey muzzle. He's younger than me. I'll drop by and check if Devin needs any help first. Wearing my own jacket, I'm finally free of my camera bag. I leave the room. Have you seen DP to HTML converter anywhere? It was here just a moment ago. No, sorry. I have to assume the other thing would be to go, maybe something with Klaus? Oh, my head's up again. Just a little bit. Maybe check the box with the cables. Oh, here they are, Dark. Oh, hey there, Dark. Oh, I didn't expect to see Rune here. I should have guessed he'd stay behind and help Devin, though. Hello, I came here to check if you need any help here. You're doing quite well, but if you have some time, an additional pair of paws is always good. Would deer people have paws or hooves? It's always kind of funny when you see people draw, like, furry horse hooves, or hands, but they have, like, little tiny horse feet or whatever, hooves, at the end of their fingers. Silly looking. You know, you could help Rune move the tables, and I'll take care of the projector and streaming. Sure, getting to it. After done with the tables, Rune and I helped Devin with configuring the laptop. The Panther turns out to be technically competent, but maybe it shouldn't surprise me. I got used to professors twice his age. You can't even handle a slideshow though. Afterwards, the three of us sat together and started talking about the university, and the lectures we'll be streaming from. From there, the conversation flowed naturally. I kept chatting until the first lecture was due to start. Then Devin had to go and check everything again and talk with a professor from the local university. I stand up and stretch out, groaning lightly. The chairs here definitely weren't designed with watching an hour-long lecture in mind. That was good, wasn't it? You can tell by my although maybe a bit too informative and technical for a morning lecture. Yeah, I think I understood all of it, but it took some serious effort. At least the previous one was a bit lighter. Next one is about gravitational lensing, whatever that is. I think I'll skip it. Astrophysics doesn't interest me that much. While students are slowly leaving the room for a break, I notice a familiar lion snoring in his chair. His hair is covering his eyes with a messy white curtain, and his snout is half open. Hey, Lake? He doesn't react before I wave in front of his face. Is it over? Yeah, the lecture ended a while ago. I mean, you would think it would be just now since we just started talking. Also, what is that background for that projector? Like, right here. It looks like bamboo or something like that. Or like some kind of wood paneling. And stands up and looks around. Oh, finally. Wait, aren't you studying astrophysics? What are you doing here? Well, I didn't look very closely at the timetable. I saw a lecture on astrocycles. You know, astrocycles. Sites? So I thought it must have something to do with something astrophysical I'd never heard of before. Well, I kind of want to actually look at what that is. I might have probably looked up at one point and then completely forgot about it, because that's how my mind works. There are specialized glial cells that outnumber neurons by over 5-fold. So something about brains, or in the nervous system, I guess. Base. Reset. I had no idea it would be about some brain stuff. So you didn't bother reading the description. Who does that anyway, right? Lake. Oh my god, Lake. Well, nothing is lost. I had a good nap at least. Thanks for waking me up. I'll be going to my room for now. See you later. See you. Have fun. I have a 40-minute long break now, right? Yeah, I thought it, though I think I'll skip the next lecture. I should be there Gravitational lensing is interesting, but complicated as hell. If this lecture won't help me understand it, I don't know what will. I think I'll go back to my room for now. Sure, see you in a while. See you. The room is mostly empty now, but some of the students stayed behind, talking small circles and groups, which I do. Let's see, Toruf Lake Miko. I mean, I am going to read these anyways, right? So I should do something different most of the time in case someone else is there. Did we do that? Let's see, stay in the cafeteria, Toruf. Did Toruf stay in the cafeteria? Don't remember that. I don't feel like going anywhere. I feel too lazy after the lectures. I sit down again and slump in the chair, closing my eyes and listening to the paw steps of students leaving the room. The brain, an incredible, complex structure. Somehow, inside these folds are vast networks. Through electrical impulses, our consciousness arises. Ever since it first occurred to me, it never ceased to amaze me. The more I learn about it, the more complicated it turns out to be, and the answer to this riddle is even more elusive. Suddenly, my fur on the neck bristles. Am I being watched? I've never been good at that. Though, I guess, as I've grown up, I've just ignored any sort of thing that is able to do that. I wonder if I did Toruf's route, if that would appear. Let's see here, time. I mean, we might just cut it early here, so that we can start with Toruf's route, since, like, we got 3 minutes left. So, balls, which one is tiger? And to save us some time, I would really like... Okay, that's day 2, so this would have to be after Sucky Sucky, right? I guess look around for a bit was the one we picked. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the expression, that smug arsehole. So yeah, but instead of Lake, it was Miko this time. Interesting. And this arsehole. I would never forgive the Japanese. But no, yeah, that's a good time to call it. So anyways, please comment, cause I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise if you... Well, you don't need to... I mean, I guess you could tell me. But that would be... I mean, I just started doing, whatchamacallit, these videos. We're posting them. I mean, let's see. I think I posted a new one today. Yes. Episode 4. And this one is like, what, episode... in the high 30s, I guess. Maybe 40s. I like to do these ahead of time because I was at sea when I started posting these. You know, doing work stuff. Maybe I'll get a land job eventually. And anyways, if you want to play this game, HIL, where you can get it free, or if you want to, you know, give the people some money or get the newest version earlier, let me just check. Down Chorus. Down Chorus. Wait, did I get rid of the progression bar thing? No. And how am I gonna know what's going on? You're gonna make me talk like this. Okay, Miko's update was 10 days ago, and Torv's update was 13 days ago. Is this a day? We finished Toruf. At least to the second day, right? Oh, okay. Okay, it's not a... Is it a... Maybe it wasn't that they that's when they posted. It's that was when okay, yeah, here it is. Torf was 42 days ago and Miko was 15 days ago. At least, since this date here. Yeah. Enough of me jab around. Until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Dawn Chorus. See ya.